Thank you to our sponsor, ProWrestlingTees, for sponsoring this episode and home to your favourite wrestlers. Head over now and check out the merchandise they have this month. Download the mobile app and save big on promo items and get exclusive offers. Thank you to ProWrestlingTees for being a sponsor of the Wrestle Arc podcast. Over to you, Peyton Cash. I'm taking my title and my division back next week. Hello, everybody. I also have no voice.
Got back from a doctor's appointment at last.
How did it go?
Well, I just got a flu shot, and my doctor said that I'm fully healthy as I could be.
That's good.
Yeah, I got that taken care of.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you to our sponsor, ProWrestlingTees, for sponsoring this episode of the Wrestle Arc podcast. ProWrestlingTees is the official home of AEW, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and home to your favourite wrestlers. Head over now to check out the merchandise they have this month. Download the mobile app and save big on promo items and get exclusive offers. Thank you to ProWrestlingTees for being a sponsor of the Wrestle Arc podcast. It was one of them.
It's either one of them.
Noble's the WWE champion. Not Big E. Noble's the champion.
And this is the second New Day member to win the WWE title since Kofi Kingston WrestleMania 35, I believe.
No, it doesn't. Do you know what's crazy? Big E could become a Grand Slam champion before John Cena.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, but that's the Miz.
What?
No, your mic is fine.
No!
Just unmute it now.
Okay, that's weird. I realized my mic was muted on my OBS. So thankfully y'all can hear Noble and Olette, but anyway.
Biggie beat Seth Rollins for the NXT title.
Yes, Seth Rollins.
No.
Gotcha. So I was wrong.
2013.
I was wrong.
2013.
Yeah, I was wrong about that one, but yeah.
Anyway, he's WWE champion now.
Yeah, and all of us were shocked about that. They won, but you,
except for Aled, who was like salty with a lot of salty as ever. And Aled, you want some fish and chips with that side?
No.
Or also, do you want to add a little pepper to the salt?
Who eats pepper?
Thank you. Thank you to my sister. Thank you to my sister who told me about that joke. Anyways, so Oled, why don't you think he deserves his championship?
Because he's not World Championship material. Like, literally. If he wasn't in the New Day, then I'd be fine with it. But because he's in the New Day, and their whole gimmick is like jumping around, dancing with horns on their heads, and eating pancakes and shoving pancakes down people's throats and like throwing pancakes around. No one gives a crap about pancakes. Like, honestly, they're not funny, they're not entertaining, they've been a faction for way too long, they need to break up, and Biggie, once he moved to SmackDown, he should not have stayed in the New Day. He deserves it because of the hard work he's put in, yes. He shouldn't be champion because he's not World Championship material. If he wasn't in the New Day, then I'd be fine with it. As long as he's in the New Day, don't think he deserves it. Kofi Kingston was different because he's a former, champion. He did stuff on his own. Big E's just had the New Day now for what? How long have they been in the team? I don't even know exactly. He hasn't done anything on the main roster by himself. So,
2014, I believe.
2014, so that's...
I think so.
5 years? Something like that. But yeah, I don't think he should be champion. The way they booked it was stupid. They had him mentioned on Friday Night SmackDown he might go to Raw. Then had him tweet it out. Then have WWE tweet it out. Then have him in like 50 segments on the Raw, making it obvious he was going to cash in. The only thing I'm happy about is he didn't cash in on Roman Reigns. It would have been funny to see him lose the cash in though. So, yeah.
True.
But, yeah.
Well, it looks like it's been like, I believe, the first time in a while that both Money in the Bank winners successfully cashed in.
Why do you guys think he should be champion? That's what I don't get. I don't get the hype around Biggie. Genuinely don't get it.
Well, Biggie has been in the company ever since 2013. I believe that's what. Let me just check. 2013 minus 2021.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years. He's been coming for about 8 years, starting in NXT. He debuted against Dolph Ziggler. And he's been like a powerhouse with Ziggler. I don't know what happened with the breakup with Ziggler and Big E and AJ Lee, yeah. But on his own, he won the IC title from, I think, Owens?
Not Kevin Owens. Wait, hold up.
Let me check. Who did Big E win his first... Oh, who did Big E beat for his first IC title? Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. He defeated Sami Zayn.
It was in a lumberjack match.
Huh. Alright. And he was the... Let me see. Biggie was the... I gotta find it. I believe he's the 100th and... Wait, no? No, that's from freaking his second reign. I meant his first reign.
His first reign, he defeated
Curtis Axel. He was, and he became the 142nd IC title.
Yeah. Still, what's your point in him being WWE champion?
He is to me, he is a powerhouse. The thing is, I know that Lashley is more of a powerhouse than him, but Big E has like skill, and like he literally took out Lashley like his knee, right? Because Lashley was trying to stop the match from to the freaking they think like has a leg injury, but no. Big E literally no-sold that and literally brutally, I wouldn't say brutally demolished him because Lashley did hit a spear.
Yeah, he did.
They only took the title off of Lashley because they're gonna have him face Goldberg probably at Crown Jewel, and they didn't want the title to be there so Goldberg can actually get the win without Lashley losing the title.
That actually might be a good point.
Still, don't get why Big E win it though. Now he's on the roll.
And New Day's basically back together, I would say.
Yay.
And everyone wants that, but
Yay.
I know.
Everyone wants that.
I know you don't.
Novo, why do you say Big E should be WWE champion?
Because what Page said, he's been in this business for 8 years. He's been busting his ass off over here. He never had a world title in WWE. So apparently here, like he's been. Look, I know Bobby Lashley's just good because he's tough, but Big E is a powerhouse as well here. He's been in the University of Iowa in football. He came from out of that to professional wrestling. He brought the football aspect to WWE from NXT to the main roster, and then it just no-sold everything what his opponent faced. Every opponent he faced, he won the IC title. He won some tag team championships. The only title that he never won in his fucking career, sorry for my language, is a world title, either Universal or WWE title. So technically here, if you all haters think Big E doesn't deserve the title, you guys are delusional, like you're some monkeys throwing some poop around. So technically, Big E deserves to be world champion. He's the finest life for 8 years in the making. He never had a world title. And technically here, either with New Day or without New Day, he's still world championship material.
Yeah, true. Thing is, Big E didn't even need New Day to win the IC title. He didn't even need New Day to even win the freaking WWE title. He did it all by himself. Even though he's a part of the New Day by heart, he got it done by itself.
Yes, but without being in New Day, Big E would be a nobody. So technically, the New Day did help him by making him popular. Also, the only member of the New Day I like is Xavier Woods because he has a trombone.
I do. Yeah. Sure
Kofi's
that.
cool.
Kofi is like. Kofi got over like during.
I think the New Day has been a faction for way too long. See with the Shield, they broke the Shield up, and they brought them back together a couple of years later.
And they reforced
Why can they not do that in the New Day? Why can they not let Xavier Woods go on the singles again to see what he can do? Because how close is Xavier Woods to winning the singles title? Nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere. He's
Kofi's not going to win the singles title anytime soon either. So, the New Day shouldn't be a thing. Big E being WWE champion shouldn't be a thing. If he leaves the New Day, I'm all for it. I'm down. Okay. Until he's in the New Day, Big E as champion, no thanks. I hate the New Day.
No, disagree with that. If either way, if he still was part of the New Day, he still won championships by himself.
And plus,
don't you forget it.
And plus, he even won a tag team championships with the New Day. Yeah. I don't know if he won the tag team championships with Ziggler, but I don't think that's ever happened.
No, technically not, but still, my point. Big E won matches by himself in singles matches, even championships, Intercontinental title, and he even won the NXT title with the NXT title that even the New Day was not even formed yet.
Okay, let me ask you this question. When Seth Rollins turned heel, Mr. Money in the Bank, right? He cashed in that briefcase at WrestleMania, won the WWE title. Everyone said Seth wouldn't have done it without the authority. But if I'm going off your logic, he did it by himself. So what you're telling me is Seth never needed the authority to win the WWE title. If I'm going off your logic, that's what you're telling me.
That's true.
It's the same thing. Yes. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah, same exact thing, but he just won matches by himself.
Yeah, but Seth won that match by himself too.
True. Rollins did win by himself.
He didn't. Triple H didn't go out there and pin the person for him, did he? He pinned Roman the block.
Yeah.
Whichever one he pinned. Seth won that match by himself. So, he didn't need the authority, did he?
No.
But everyone was saying Seth needed the authority. It's the same thing.
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. But also, who other superstars that were in factions didn't need help? Like, well, actually, no, I want to count Reigns because I believe the Shield actually helped him out with something. I don't remember what it was, but I think
Reigns didn't become WWE champion until after the
Shield broke up, and then
same with Dean.
Well, the thing is, like, the one thing I was mad about Reigns' reign as champion was I believe that he lost his first reign immediately.
Here's another one for you. People say Brock Lesnar would never have been champion without Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman never won him a match.
Yeah, Heyman never helped Lesnar. He's just like there to like watch the matches.
But people were saying he needs Heyman, So.
Well, the thing is, if Reigns and Lesnar does happen, which I believe it might happen, they might use a freaking Reigns to they might do freaking Lesnar by himself because, or maybe
no, Paul Heyman's with Lesnar. Genuinely, I believe Paul Heyman's with Lesnar.
There might be a story built up soon, but
in other news, We have a new NXT champion.
Oh yeah, Goldie's back.
I did not expect him to win.
A.K.A. Tommaso Ciampa.
I wanted Pete Dunne to win.
He got Goldie back. I cannot believe it.
I wanted Pete Dunne.
And here's the thing, though. The last time Ciampa has held the NXT title, 905 days ago, since he held Goldie.
He never really lost it, didn't he? He had to relinquish it.
He never lost it. He got.
He never lose that title. Never.
Well, the thing is, like,
Ciampa versus Joe down the line.
I mean, maybe, but like the thing is, like, he was, I believe, like, he got screwed at Takeover Portland because of Gargano, and that made Adam Cole retain the title. Because me and Neville, like, because we were live with this Takeover Portland. I was the only one. I mean, the only one in our group that picked Adam Cole to retain.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and like
until Adam Cole really debuted, Ciampa and Gargano was NXT, and then Adam Cole became NXT.
Yeah, Adam Cole became NXT as well. Oh yeah, speaking of the NXT, what did you guys think about the new reboot that happened last night?
I like it.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Yeah,
I like it. Like, just like the whole arena.
Dude,
The crowd. The crowd is literally like the crowd literally like the entranceway. The crowd is like almost close to that.
Oh yeah,
which like it is a great aspect, and also there are some new superstars like, and one of them I'm a fan of this one who beat LA Knight.
Oh, you Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Oh my
god.
God.
I love Breaker.
Do you know who he is? He's Rick Steiner's son.
Really?
Yeah, he's Rick. He's Rick Steiner's son.
Scott Steiner's his uncle.
Yeah, so technically you got a family member of the Steiners beating LA Knight, which I'm a huge fan of this one.
At the end of the night, he did stare down Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I'm a huge fan of Braun Breaker. I want to see what his career is for this one here.
Yeah. But
who did you think was going to win that match? Because I genuinely thought Pete Dunne was going to win.
I was thought either Dunne or O'Reilly's. Now, like, thanks a lot to mother freaking. What was this guy? Rich Holland injured him here. He's out. And now you got a rookie out of Vaughn, whoever that frickin' name is, that nobody is added to a NXT title match.
Well, the thing is, the newbie actually did show off some of his skills in NXT, but the thing is, like, that was a bit dumb of putting like a newbie into the title match. But
yeah, I know, but life is life.
Life is life, but he did show off his abilities, like in that ring, and he looked pretty good in that ring, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this: which newbie do you like better out of NXT? Braun Breaker or Vaughn?
I think Breaker.
Yes.
To me, Breaker.
Breaking news out of WWE. Brock Lesnar's Roman Reigns has just been confirmed to Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel?
Well, I called it. I fully called it.
Yeah, but we don't know if the title's on the line because Roman has to face Finn first.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
The thing is, it might be. I think
because the tweet says Brock Lesnar will face Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel, and then underneath it goes, "Will the Universal title be on the line?" Like, it doesn't say it will. It's asking if it will.
We will see. But we have now reached the halfway point of our show. So now let's hear a word from our sponsor once again. ProWrestlingTees.
Work. Thank you to our sponsor, Pro Wrestling Tees, for sponsoring this episode of the Wrestle Live podcast. Pro Wrestling Tees is the official home of AEW, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and home to your favorite wrestlers. Head over now and check out the merchandise they have this month. Download the mobile app and save big on promo items and get exclusive offers. Thank you to Pro Wrestling Tees for being a sponsor of the Wrestle Live podcast.
Alright. Okay, thank you, Pro Wrestling Tees. Anyway, to me, who's the best rookie coming out of the first episode of the 2.0 of NXT? Either Von Wagner or Breaker. But I'm gonna to me, I got to say, where, if I can find it, where is it? Braun Breaker, because he literally show off his freaking wrestling ability, and he took LA Knight to a limit.
Definitely too.
And I'm a huge fan of that.
I don't get why they had LA Knight facing though. Like,
yeah, there's like LA Knight was already in the. LA Knight was literally already scheduled for like the main event of the last fight of the show. But like
the only thing I don't like about the new NXT is they don't have barricades. They have like plastic or metal like barriers, so that shows they won't really be fine on the outside as much, because literally you break that, then you're literally on top of the crowd.
See, sir.
So you barricade. If you go for a spear, you're gonna spear the barricade and not the person behind it. Imagine Roman Reigns trying to hit a spear in that arena. He would literally send someone to the hospital.
Definitely.
But that's one dislike. What is your like about the new NXT 2.0?
I like everything else. I like how the crowd is like an oval shaped kind of thing, kind of a half circle near the entranceway. I like the camera angle actually. The camera angle is cool. It makes the crowd look closer. They've got new microphones now. They've got like the new logo on the microphones, so that's cool. They could have positioned the announce table a bit more to the middle, but yeah, what?
Also, one more new thing. Mandy Rose is now a brunette.
Oh yeah, WWE tweeted NXT 2.0, Mandy Rose 2.0.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I agree with what Alexa said about NXT 2.0 here. The crowd is like, but to me, it's not just oval shaped. The crowd, like the bleachers, is like kind of more like a horseshoe shaped. Just like, it reminds me from this Ohio State University's horseshoe football field. It literally named the horseshoe. That's what that reminds me of. So that's a mini version of Ohio State University football team stadium. So I kind of like the vision of that. The color scheme I like. The microphones I enjoy. And typically the camera angle, you can't get that in regular NXT black and gold brand. You don't.
See, I get why people were like getting mad about it, you know, because they're used to the old NXT. But I'm like even Conman said, it's the first episode. You know, people were doing the exact same thing when SmackDown went to Fox. They were complaining before the show had even started. And I think this is good for NXT. This is what they need. They're bringing in a lot of new talent. They have a lot of experience there. Yeah. They have a new champion now. They're going to bring in more viewers. They're at the Capital Wrestling Center. So, you know, things are looking up for that.
About that, they're not actually calling the Capital Wrestling Center, like...
Yeah, but
that
I know they're not calling it that, but that's where they are. but they're calling it the home of NXT.
But also
hi people in the chat. Hi people in the chat. There's like 8 people in there. Don't know who.
Hey Ross, Reth, Solins, and Trey Licato. Yeah, Sally Ross is at band practice at the moment, so Sally won't be able to join us. So, and our buddy, and also our good buddy Radio is actually at Las Vegas because he's going to be at the iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Yeah, Radio is a lucky SOB for that.
Did you guys see his hotel he's staying at?
I haven't seen the pictures now.
Oh my god.
I saw it's the best view I ever seen.
They're like living.
It's like 5 minutes away from like Allegiant Stadium or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes away from Allegiant Stadium, which is home to the Las Vegas Raiders, which they won their football game against the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to them. But literally,
that was SummerSlam, was too, right?
Yep.
Correct.
But like, the one thing I didn't like about SummerSlam 2020 was the fact that the stadium broke. Like, it legitimately broke because the freaking toilets, the toilets broke.
Yeah.
The concessions broke. Even the pyrotechnics broke. Like, come on.
That brings me on to a point.
But the positive thing is, like, Radio just told us that technically Allegiant Stadium was like massive, like literally massive. If you saw the view from the hotel, you saw it as like it might be normal size, but nope. When you walk closer to that stadium, massively huge.
Now let massive. All right, Alette, you were saying?
Yeah. You saying that the stadium was broken. This is a point I've been saying that I want to see happen, and I think it would help NXT. I want to get your opinion on this. Mm-hmm. Do you think NXT having pyro would be good?
I think it could. I mean, NXT. Does NXT have pyro before?
I don't think it did. No.
Look, I mean, if I was WWE, I should add pyro to NXT. Technically, to have like to show the badassness to the heels or the baby faces. To show how.
Well, the only pyro they did have was smoke for Demon Balor, but that was the only kind I got.
Or they could just have pyro for pay-per-views. That would work.
Pay-per-views could be a possibility. Yes.
Yeah, probably so.
But NXT,
no.
That's a maybe to me. Maybe.
Wait a minute, didn't they do pyro before? Because I believe when freaking I forgot who won it, but it was when someone won the North American Championship or something. Oh, you know what they did? They did have pyro because when Keith Lee won both the North American and the NXT Championship, they had pyro.
Yeah, that's for the celebration.
I'm talking about entrances.
Entrance pyro.
Oh, entrance pyro? Probably for pay-per-views and stuff, but for main show, I don't
think because the Capitol Wrestling Center is small, and now the crowd is literally next to the stage.
Yeah,
it wouldn't work now. But at takeovers and stuff, I think they should have it. It would make the entrances a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have pyro for war games. Have pyro for war games.
Oh yeah, war games for sure. Definitely war games.
I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do with war games actually, because war games is not going to fit in the Capitol Wrestling Center. They cannot fit your rings in there.
Oh yeah, they can.
The next time they do it, the next time they do war games, they're gonna have to
it's probably gonna be
in a big arena.
It's probably gonna be because I believe that you did do war games at the Performance Center, right?
Yeah, but they're not at the Performance Center.
Well, yeah, but they used to.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if they want to do it again, they're gonna have to go back on the road,
like in an arena. Like
Do we not normally do War Games in the Survivor Series anyway?
I think so, because
They normally do that.
Normally do that because I believe we're actually nearing that. Because right now it's like almost October, in about a few months.
Survivor Series is in November.
Yeah, Survivor Series is November. In October, I mean we're getting Crown Jewel.
Yeah, October 2nd, I think.
So November we might get a War Games and Survivor Series, or
October the 2nd.
I think I may have just read the tweet hill.
And my bait. If we get freaking. If Crown Jewel is. Hold on.
No, I might just have to have the tweet hill.
Crown Jewel.
It was. We're not talking about Crown Jewel.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh, yes, we are. Never mind.
Wait. Hold on. October 21st is Crown Jewel.
21st, yeah.
The 21st.
I saw the 2 and I didn't see the 1.
Okay. That's fine. So October 21st. Okay.
Anyway, going back to Big E for a second, right? Do you think, genuinely, not if you want him to, do you think he's going to have a long title reign? And be honest, be genuinely honest.
Oh, God.
I don't think. I think he might hold it for a couple months, maybe 2.
Probably like 2-month reign, but it's probably not going to be a long reign.
To me, I think Big E should hold the title of like 100 days or more of that.
Yeah.
You know what I find interesting? Do you know what I think they should do? I'm still saying Seth should be champion. So I would move Seth over to Monday Night Raw in the draft.
Well,
and then have them.
They're having the draft at around October, right?
October 1st, I think, and October 4th.
Okay.
Yes.
So
it starts on Raw, it ends on SmackDown.
So the thing is, like, he might actually, Raw actually might put Seth on Raw to actually make him like going after Big E.
Well, Raw needs all the help they can get because now SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown just lost Big E, obviously, to Raw.
Yes.
But SmackDown has Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. They have everyone.
Well,
Raw has no one. Also, Drew McIntyre can go for the title again now.
I mean, that's true. But the best thing is, like, Raw did gain another superstar in Big E. So that's probably one good. That's probably one good thing about Big E become champion because Raw actually needed him. So.
Yeah, but they did. But if you compare Big E to Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Becky. Literally has nothing. They need the draft and they need it quickly.
Yeah.
Send Seth over. Send. I don't know. Who's the IC champion? Shinsuke. Send Shinsuke.
Yeah, Nakamura. And
Nakamura.
And probably, you know what? I'll probably send a Priest over to freaking SmackDown too. If it happens too.
No. What? I think the main one the Raw should try and get is Seth. I think they could do with the Seth. Or an Edge. That would be interesting.
I mean,
Edge,
but isn't Edge already at Raw though?
No.
No! He's all SmackDown!
Well, he was on Raw, and then he faced Roman Reigns, and then he was still on Raw, and then they just put him back on SmackDown.
Okay, that's fine.
And now he's still on SmackDown because Seth, and yeah, I don't know. They do things without telling us.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey, Who do you think the first pick of the draft will be?
Probably Reigns to SmackDown.
But who gets the first pick?
Oh,
They get
probably Big E. Because he's a...
I say Seth Rollins.
I mean, Big E too, well, it's going to happen whether they pick him first or not. I would probably go with Big E or Seth too, because, you know, one thing I would do though is I'd move AJ Styles over to SmackDown.
SmackDown though? Yeah, I would actually agree with putting Styles to SmackDown.
He's got nothing to do on the show.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not in the title picture.
What are you going to do with Omos then?
They're probably going to have to break them up because Styles is a superstar on his own. He doesn't need Omos to bring him down. So I know Omos is like huge.
That's the thing. Styles doesn't need him. Omos needs Styles because I don't think he's capable of wrestling a match by himself yet.
True. Styles didn't win his first tag titles in the WWE because of Omos.
I don't know why AJ Styles is in the WWE title picture, to be honest with you.
Oh my god, he needs to be back in the main title picture. Or
even
if
to put Morris back in.
Or even if it can mid-card, just put Styles in freaking mid-card title reign.
Give us AJ Styles versus Damian Priest.
Yeah, give us Styles versus Priest. I want Styles to
even with his face. Damian will get cheered when he beats him.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, Vince, book it. Styles versus Priest.
Give me that. Don't say that. It's Vince. He doesn't do what we want.
Of course he doesn't.
Yeah, Vince McFarty pants don't do what we request to do. So,
of course he does.
Well, I mean, he technically did because everyone else wanted Big E to be champion, and he made that happen. So, you know, I hate him. I hate him for doing that, but you guys love him for doing that. Vince did something right.
I mean, yeah, true, but like...
Turn off your camera, Payne.
My back's hurting me, so I have to freaking lay down for a minute.
But yeah, who do you think is going to be first for Big E? Do you think Lashley's going to get a haymatch at Extreme Rules?
He's going to get a rematch, but Big E will retain.
Yeah, but do you think it's going to be at Extreme Rules?
I think it might. I think it might have an Extreme Rules too because Lashley will be so infuriated that he probably will challenge Big E probably Monday night. But
it was on the 26th, too, isn't it? Jesus, it's coming quickly.
Yeah. But like,
who should take the title off of Big E then? I'm still saying Seth Rollins.
Oh boy, it's either between Seth.
Hey.
Definitely not Edge, because he's gotten so many opportunities that it's just enough. It's either Seth or, it has to be Seth. Like, it's literally no question. It's literally just Seth that can easily
move him.
Yeah, if they move him to Raw, Seth really has to win the title for Big E.
If they don't, I genuinely see. I'm sorry, Noble, but I'm going to be pissed if this happens, right? And I think all of you are too. I don't want this to happen, but because it's Vince, I think they are probably going to have to go back in the title picture.
Well, the thing is, he's still in the rivalry with Jinder Mahal.
I didn't say now. I didn't say now.
Yeah, not now.
I'm just saying he's going to be in the title picture at some point.
Okay. Like, to me, either Seth Rollins or I'll put a wild card in here. Let me think. Let's go with... Why the fuck not? Sheamus.
Interesting.
Ooh, that is.
I wouldn't mind that.
Oh yeah, Sheamus.
Also,
Sheamus.
I know Noble's gonna shout at me here, right? But listen to me. Because of the character and because of how good he is at his job, I would give Baron Corbin a shot. I'm not saying he's gonna win it. I'm just saying I would give him a shot.
Alright. That's fine.
Alright. I don't. You know what? Yeah, true. Like is like.
Okay, no. Baron Corbin deserves a title. You can't deny that.
Thing is, he never won. The only main thing he did win was Money in the Bank. He wasn't no. Yeah.
Someone just said in the chat. Did you see Bray Wyatt's Twitter thing saying, "Pain revenge is coming"?
What?
Interesting.
Pain and revenge.
Did you see Bray Twitter tweet confusing is pain
and revenge?
Revenge is coming.
Pain and revenge. Okay.
I've heard rumors that he's going to AEW and they're gonna like not have the Fiend, but have a version of the Fiend and just like carry on the Bray Wyatt story. Those are just rumors, though. Please WWE let Finn be new world champion and Roman versus Brock can happen with no title. No. They need a title and that match is too big to not have a title.
Yeah, so they're probably gonna have to
and it's in Saudi Arabia. They're not gonna let that match happen without a title.
They're probably are gonna have freaking Reigns beat the Demon. Even though the Demon is strong, but Reigns is literally unbeatable.
I don't get it. Why bring him back just to lose?
Yeah.
That's the thing though. If he does beat Reigns and Reigns faces Lesnar without the title, then that's an interesting direction they're going.
True. If Balor does somehow beat Reigns, I will be shocked, and I'll be all in for it, because Reigns has been holding the title for.
If Balor loses, put him on the Raw. Put him over there.
Yeah, I don't mind having Balor over on Raw.
Balor versus Big E for the title.
Some other booking options for them to happen, but
I just want Big E to lose. Literally every prediction I'm gonna do when he's champion, I'm gonna predict who I think's gonna win, but I'm gonna say every single time I hope Big E wins, even if I predict he's gonna win.
But hey, we'll see what happens, because I believe
Adam Cole had a match.
Oh yeah, Cole had his debut match at AEW against Kazarian.
And then he did the classic, his new catchphrase.
Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby?
If he does not get that on a shirt, then I'm confused.
You know what? That actually might be a shirt someday.
I would buy that shirt.
Definitely, same. I would definitely buy a shirt.
Yes.
He never tells us a story, though.
Well, technically, it is a story. His promos are basically his promos right now are just basically stories. Like his first promo was a story.
His promo on Dynamite, the Wednesday that's just been last night, was saying, "Let's get the click back together. Let's get Adam Cole and the Young Bucks versus these three people."
Yeah, that might.
I didn't watch this.
Yeah, that might actually happen.
Cody Rhodes came back, didn't he?
Cody Rhodes did come back. He tagged Malachi Black. They fought in the crowd. I do.
They're going to play at New York, which is technically going to play in a tennis stadium where the U.S. Open was held.
I do want to say who else was over there, but I don't want to.
I think everyone already knows.
Yeah, everyone knows. If you want,
you can say.
Yeah, if if you watched freaking Grimm's toy show, Grimm himself and his new girlfriend, I've forgotten her name, but he actually was a part of the attack on Malachi because after Cody Rhodes punched Malachi Black, Grimm actually threw a punch at Malachi Black.
He didn't actually hit it though.
Well, he didn't, but he pretended to hit. Like
he also wore a John Cena shirt.
Yeah, he wore even a John Cena shirt to the friggin' event. That
you wouldn't know if that was WWE. You'd have been kicked out straight.
You would have been kicked out of the freaking building.
Well, at least until change your shirt.
But he's lucky he's still in the building to watch AEW.
That's true.
I mean, the fact that he tried to hit Malachi Black, he might not be allowed in an AEW building again.
Possibly. But still, anyway.
If anyone tells me on Twitter or anywhere that was part of the story, then I will punch you myself.
And also do not say that Grimm is going to AEW. That was a joke. That was a flippin' joke.
Why would they sign him?
I don't know. He runs his own. He owns his own like CMU-esque business. But like, come on. Why would you?
Ooh, here's an interesting thing on Twitter. I don't think this is gonna happen, but it's interesting, right? Not on Twitter, in the chat. The tweet Bray Wyatt put out was "Revenge is coming." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So take this with a grain of salt. This guy just said, "Highly doubt it." But what if he shows up and attacks Big E or Finn Balor, and then he's in the draft, and he gets drafted to one of the shows?
If he actually goes back, I would.
If he goes back to WWE, then
I would actually put him on Raw.
I would have him take the title off of Big E.
To me, none of those. I think he will go to AEW.
No, we're just talking.
If it happens.
We're not saying it's gonna happen. It's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. If somehow in the future, in October, of any cases, if they decide to resign Bray Wyatt back to WWE, I would put him like me. I think that he would beat the title off of Big E, right?
No, to me, I would put him in SmackDown.
True.
Because, like, Roman took the title off of Wyatt, so why not Bray Wyatt take revenge on Roman and take the title off of him?
Good point.
It's not guaranteed Roman's going to be the champion, though.
True that, but like, that's a very good point. If Roman somehow, and I mean somehow, defeats freaking Brock Lesnar at a Crown Jewel, they might have him come back and probably have him stand over.
I don't think Bray Wyatt's going to go back to WWE. It wouldn't make sense. But then again, Samoa Joe came back, so.
Joe did come back, and then he did win the championship off of Cross.
Someone just said Fiend gets revenge on Alexa. Why would the Fiend get revenge on Alexa? What did Alexa do?
Oh, she costed him the match against Orton at WrestleMania. I forgot about that, cause like she costed him the match that made Orton win, which we were all wrong, by the way.
Nope.
I love that this is a podcast because we're getting so many questions in right now.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the questions. We appreciate that.
Randy Sam says, "No, but do you have something to say before I hit this question?"
Yeah, to me, not gonna happen.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
Randy Sam says, "Do you think Braun Strowman should go back to SmackDown because I don't think he fits in AEW. No, I think he's
No.
going to Impact.
Probably Impact.
No.
Yep. He's
He is dating that NXT girl, isn't he? Oh, dating.
Oh he is dating Raquel Gonzalez.
And that's the kind of thing Vince would do. He wouldn't sign Bray Wyatt back. Vince would go out and sign Braun Strowman back. That's the kind of garbage he'd give us. But no, I think he's going to Impact. Yo, Rahul, hello. Ask us a question.
Rahul, the regime leader.
Before we end, Rahul, ask us a question about wrestling.
Yeah, Rahul, please. Before we end this amazing podcast here today, Rahul, just please, anything.
Anything about wrestling.
Yeah, go for it.
If I'm Buddy Matthews to Impact AEW, is that Buddy Murphy?
Buddy Murphy, yes.
I think he's going to Impact.
To me, either one of those two brands. Yeah, it could be a good fit for Buddy Matthews.
You know what?
I think he's going to Impact.
Matthews, I think, would fit better in Impact.
Yeah. In the X division. In the X division.
Yeah, true, because the X division really needs talent.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, he will be a great X division champion.
He could be the face of
that. Because right now, Josh Alexander is the one who ruling this division. He literally, and right now he's going to compete against Chris Sabin for the X Division title.
Okay, let's see who he has here.
We have two questions from Rahul.
How do you feel about Goldie returning?
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they had to do it. I don't think he was going to win the match if it was to face Samoa Joe. But I think they changed it because they know they're safe with Ciampa as the champion because he's done it before and he's carried, like, NXT.
Yeah, I agree because, like, Ciampa has been fighting for that championship back ever since he lost his rematch to Adam Cole. But now, since he's now going to be now champion again, I'm ready to see who he challenges first, or he needs to be challenged first.
Okay, to me at this rate, I agree with the both of you here. Ciampa got Goldie back, which I like that. And technically he relinquished the NXT title to injury, and he technically never lost that title, never. Yeah. And it's been like 905 plus days since he relinquished that title, and he got it back till this day.
Okay.
The second question he had was
our thoughts about the Demon finally making his return.
We already talked about this.
Yeah, we did, but
we already talked about this. Demon Finn Balor will make a return, but we'll lose it. Will we lose it in a great effort against Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
He's asking, how do you feel about the Demon being back? Are you excited to see the Demon?
Right, I think.
I'm looking for the question. I'm really looking forward to see the Demon Finn Balor back, to be honest. I missed the form.
Definitely. Yeah. One more thing. Eric Travis says, did WWE tweeted Brock vs. Roman for the belt at Saudi? Not yet. We don't know if...
They tweeted Roman vs. Brock, but we have to wait until after Extreme Rules to see if the title's on the line.
Yeah, probably.
We got a question for Eric Travis. Who do you think Impact should sign to help the X Division?
Yeah, we've already explained it. It's Buddy Matthews.
No, this is a different question.
It's literally a different one.
Yeah, I know that, but like...
Who do you think they should sign?
Well, to me, like, if there's a chance, I say Cedric Alexander.
That's true, because he hates Alexander to death.
You know what I would do? I would try and go and get Austin Aries back.
Alright, I mean, it makes sense because he used to be X Division champion at this late.
He is the X Division.
True.
Yeah.
Definitely go for Aries, but
anyway, enough questions. Let me do this and then we can end.
Alright.
If any more questions come in, then quick. Do them quick. Where is it?
Going once.
Hang on. I haven't found my thing yet. Okay.
Hurry
Any
up.
more questions? You have 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, going once, going twice. Sold. No more questions.
Thank you to our sponsor, ProWrestlingTees, for sponsoring this episode of the Wrestle Live podcast. ProWrestlingTees is the official home of Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and home to your favorite wrestlers. Head over now and check out the merchandise they have this month. Download the mobile app, save big on promo items, and get exclusive offers. Thank you to ProWrestlingTees for being a sponsor of the Wrestle Live podcast.
And for those of you who are watching live, thank you guys so much for all the questions and for all the support.
Yeah, Eric Travis.
Yeah, Eric Travis. Even you, Randy Sam.
Even Rahul Kapar.
Even Raul. Like, thank you guys. Like, we finally got questions after, like, what, 15 years?
Ross isn't here and we get questions.
Yeah.
It's all his fault.
Yeah, Ross. Thanks a lot, buddy. Just thanks a lot.
We will talk to you later.
Yeah, we will talk to you when we get back from band practice. But for everyone watching live, make sure when you leave, if you like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, or make sure you read about more content from us. Go follow us on Spreaker.com/The Wrestle Arc Podcast. Go follow our buddy radio shows, Classic Radio 33, The New York Trailblazer. Go follow Noble's Spreaker show, The Gridiron Podcast. Gridiron Podcast.
Yeah, which it's still in the works, but I'm hopefully me and Radio will get to the Gridiron Podcast soon.
All right.
Because I really want to play football more.
All right. Stay tuned for that. Go follow all our socials down below. And for those of you on Spreaker, if you want to follow us for any announcements of our podcast going live on YouTube, it is at Arc Wrestle, capital A, Arc, capital W, Wrestle. If you want to subscribe, follow all of our separate Twitters. Mine is Talkash86. Aled is Aled Marion for some reason.
That's my middle name.
Oh, your middle name. Yeah.
Also, go check out ProWrestlingTees. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, go follow.
They have cool shirts out. That new Adam Cole shirt is fire. Also, the Daniel Bryan one.
Yeah, and also go follow Noble's Twitter at ThomasNoble12. Go follow Ross's Twitter at... Oh, does have his I got everyone's freaking socials except for Ross. Whoops.
We'll follow Vega too.
Yeah.
Though he's not here.
Yeah. Go follow our wandering Crocog at Christian Vega 64, and go follow Radio his main Twitter at BWN Radio 12. And yeah, until then, we will see you guys next time for the Wrestle Art Podcast. For Led, Thomas, and myself, this podcast saying always best in life. Wrestle Arc out.
Peace!
growing up ain't easy. Too many things to do weekly. Too many thoughts to think deeply. Too many thoughts to be sleeping. Yeah, oh my god, I'm not eating. I feel so empty, I'm receding. And all of my friends are misleading. All of these posts and the lives they're leading. Yeah, oh, no way, I ain't gonna stand for this today. I'ma keep my head down, I'm okay. I don't wanna listen to a word they say. And we all know fear is a slogan, yeah. And we all feel broken, yeah. And we all outspoken. Need someone who could just so. Sometimes I struggle in this place. Been in circles several days.